Well, hello, Brother Patrick Hall here. Um, I have finished putting things up on the wall. It's been about 10 years since Detcog built this house for me, and I've had a lot of things put up in storage. So I wanted to show you my life, what it's been like all these years. And so when you come inside the house, you turn, you look, and you'll see some pictures, and I'll show them to you. Up there at the top, that was my brother's CD and his family. That was his wife, Nancy. There's my nephew, Clint, and then Alicia. And below it was my dad. And out to the side, I have a Father's Day um, dedication. It says, "We talk so much about mothers, leave the dads out in the cold. I'm sure that dads are parents, at least so I've been told. We sing our mother's praises. We should do that, I know. But don't you think some dads would like to get in on the show?" That's just a little bit of what it says. And then below it is my brother's CD and my other brother, Deanie, when they were together in the army. They met. They were in separate places, but they got together at this particular place and took this picture. As you can see, there they are right there. And let's see. Let's move over here to the top. That's my niece Alicia. And here's another one of my Alicias that's on. Alicia is, of course, CD's daughter. Here is Marie, and that would be Deanie's daughter. And here is Melanie, and that would be Deanie's daughter. And here is one of Deanie's wife, the second wife, Becky, and that looks like that's probably Melissa, her daughter, her and Deanie's daughter. Over here at the bottom, um, my brother CD, and we believe that's probably Clint. And over here is Alicia again. And here is Keely. That's Alicia's daughter. And there's Keely again. Here, let me move this broom out of the way. Here's my dad and Marie and my brother at her wedding. There's my dad and Marie. And you can see at the bottom down here, I hope you can see that right there. That is my dad in the middle, my brother Deanie, and his daughter Marie at their wedding. And here is Clint and Alicia. And that must be Keely. And here is Alicia and Clint together. Here is another one of my nieces. We believe that's Keely. Not quite sure. But some of these pictures had things on the back and some didn't. Over on the other side of the door, here is Melanie. And there's Melissa, and that has to be Marie, the little one there. Of course, the little clown face in the background. And below it is Melissa. Here is CD and Alicia. They're getting together at some formal event, it looks like. Up here's Melanie. Here's some pictures that just kind of smorgasbord, put them together. You'll see here is, I believe, Melissa. This looks like at our backyard at the old place. Here we are at the lake. There's my brother CD in our boat. My dad at the motor right there. It's probably at Sam Rayburn. Here's some more pictures at Sam Rayburn. That's my mom with her back turned back there. Over here, some more pictures. There's our tents and everything hanging out. That's a long, long time ago. I think that's Alicia, and that's probably Melissa together right there. Here is Melanie's sister, Tony. There's a rope swing that we had a lot of fun with that was hanging off one of the trees. And we had a barrel, we would get on it and swing off of it. And so there's Melanie and Tony posing together. And Melanie's on the left, and there's Tony again. Here's Alicia and Clint in the swimming pool. Look at the old tub. That was our old bathtub in the background. So now just used at that particular time. See the old butane tank back there? It looks like it's got a garbage bag in it. You can also use those tubs for flowers and stuff. Here's my dad and Clint. They went hunting and got themselves a deer. Over here's Patrick. Yours truly, he's made himself a snowman. It has been snowing that day, and he's leaning over and petting him on top of the head. Down here, we're not sure. This could be Marie, or it could be Keely. We're not sure. There was nothing written on the back, and it's too long ago for me to remember. But here's yours truly. Look at there. There's Patrick. Here's Clint and his girl. And not his daughter, but his girlfriend at that time, I believe. This looks like Keely way down there. Okay, now, if you look over here, you'll see that Patrick loves movies. These are all flowers that came out of the collection of movies that I have. You can see there's Support the Local Sheriff, James Garner. Under the Tuscan Sun. Now that movie was given to me by Megan Adams, my service manager. It came out of her mom's movie collection. She gave me a bunch of those movies. And here's The Rookie, The Notebook, Princess Diaries, One Fine Day, Overnight Delivery. You see Undefeated, just a lot of movies. Stakeout, View from the Top. Here's one of my favorite comedians. I see him every Saturday night on the RFD channel, Red Skelton. I've got a DVD of him. Movie Rat Race. What About Bob? Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. Remember the Titans. The Big Sleep, Key Largo. All these great movies that I love. And I've used on my ministry as well, on Discovering Christ Ministries. Now, if you look over here on my fridge, I've got cards, I've got pictures, I got photographs. We'll start here with there's a scholarship fish fry there in Evadale. A ticket was given to me to go to that. So I posted it up there. Here's something about the beach. seashore, sand, waves, shell, and the water. And then here's a pastor, and he's preaching from Jude 1:23, and Mr. Jose Gomez Jr., missionary to Mexico, established Bible-believing Baptist churches in Mexico is what he does. And he pulls them out of the fire, as you can see. And then below it, I had this in the file room where I worked at the dealership there in Silsbee under all those names. Moore's Moore first, and then Moore, and then Cowboy and Donaldson's. And I had this on file cabinet, so I brought it and put it on the refrigerator. It's a great little picture of sailboat. It's called Vision. It says, try out your ideas by visualizing them in action. Let me move my broom again. Now here's our flyers that's given out at church. I put some of these up here. See, Central Baptist Church, give careful through to the give careful thought to the past for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Our pastor has these things printed up, and we give them out. Inside of it has all the information for that, what's going on during that day. Here's another one. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, from Ephesians 6:10. And then here is God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. Of course, that's from 1 John 4:16. And then below it, we have, let me get down where I can see. Here's one of my friends, Joey Goins, at his wedding, him and Janice together. And here's their daughter, Olivia. And I posted some first aid tips. And over here, the full armor of God, what you find in Ephesians, put on the armor of God. Here is about the fruit of the Spirit, all the things that makes up the fruit of the Spirit, as you can see. And then neighbor's emergency number, put that on there. That's a good thing to do. You need to go to a place they can call. Here, this was recently at our Valentine's dinner hosted by our youth at church. You see Patrick. You see some ladies from the church. They wanted me to take a picture with them, and so I did. Brother Jonathan took the picture. He did great. Here's something that I wrote. Wherefore, by their fruits you shall know them. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Therefore, Santa Claus brings forth good fruit. This is something that I wrote when I was at Faith Missionary Baptist Church. Backed up the truck and went to Sears and bought a lot of gifts and gave them out to the congregation. And then here's some more of it. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, as you can see. Here's a little note. When I was sick, let me move this kind of out of the way so you can see it. Kinley left this for me. Hope you get to feeling better soon. Prayers, love you lots, Kinley. I just left it here on the icebox and put everything, all these things around it. Here's a deal about the cross, symbol of my faith. As you can see, a little card. Here's a little thing from one of my movies, a VHS movie from Ernest Saves Christmas. My ministry, Discovering Christ ministry card. You see that all over ministry page. Jimmy Neal, who's our director of missions, is underneath there. at the SNBA office there in Kirbyville. He takes care of all of our churches. And the Baptist hospital, that's the hospital I was born in, but not this particular one, but that was where I was born, Baptist Hospital in Beaumont. So someone gave me that, and so I put that up there. Here's a calendar. See the two birds sitting on the limb? You'll notice that I'll have a lot of calendars. This is the current calendar. See, April 2024. Here's another flower from our church. My faithfulness and steadfast love shall be with him, and in my name his horn shall be exalted. Of course, that's from Psalms 89. And then here's another one of our flowers. I keep wanting to say flowers. This is a view from, it looks like maybe Brother Rogers' porch that they took a picture of this. His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." There you go. Here's another one. Your sun will never set again. Of course, it's talking about the everlasting light. There's the light tower. Here's another picture that I had in my file room. This is a Chevy thing. That's what we were about. We were about Chevys. As you can see, Chevrolet runs deep. And so 100 years and still cruising. So I put that on my fridge. And here, rise and be baptized. Something about baptism. Here's my dog, Grace. She went to be with the Lord a few years ago. See how black she was? That's how she came to me. A little black ball of fur. And I raised her up. She was 11 and a half years old when she passed away. Here's a gift for Gracie. Since my dog's name is Grace, I found this. And this is a little girl being a poster for some things. And from Life Share. And here is Oasis Respite Ministry. This is from First Baptist Loeb. This is one of their ministries that they have. We've been there before, and they handed some of these things out, and I got one. Here's another one of our flyers. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I have set my heart on your laws. And then over here on the side, here is Central Baptist Church from John 3:16 through 17. Our pastor likes to add 17. Sometimes he'll add 18 and 19 to it. It's about life and the fact that there's no condemnation. The condemned are saved, might perish. Son, you gave the eternal world. May God, indeed, everyone sin and believes. You see all that? You put all that together to spell something. It means something. Here's a deal about the finance committee. Every church has one of these. They should. And so we'll be doing God's business there. Here's, of course, Save Ferris, right? Save lives, save Ferris. Save Ferris Bueller. One of my favorite movies. Matthew Broderick. Trapped in Paradise at Christmas time. Those three characters. They go to a town to rob a bank and end up putting the money back in. They get changed that night. Something happens. Serendipity, another one of my favorites. Scream 4, the Halloween movies of Scream. I don't like the language, but I do like the movies. Private Eyes. Tim Conway, Don Knotts, The Private Eyes. Here's one of our salesmen. We found this at one of the dealerships where he worked at, where we was closing down. Gervis Oswald. That's what someone had put that on there, and I said, "Oh, that would be great to have, especially around Halloween, scaring everybody." That's one of our salesmen, Gervis Oswald. He may have gone on to be with the Lord. I'm not sure. Here's some movies from Elvis Presley. Viva Las Vegas. My ex-sister-in-law Nancy loved Elvis. So did Brother Truman's wife, Sister Dolly. Here's another one. Harem Scarum. Can you see that? There you go. There's Elvis and Harem Scarum. Down here we have the play that we were part of at Christmas time. A lot of members of our church and people who go to other churches who come on Wednesday nights, they were part of this play. It was a Christmas play about, when Jesus came into the world to Mary, and the angel appeared to Mary and Joseph and all those people. Well, there's a play that was involved in it, and I got to be a part of that play. It was called A Pondering Heart. And here's our upwards basketball that we had at one time in our gym at Central Baptist Church. We sponsored that when other people's gyms weren't available. And of course, here is old Mr. Wolverine himself. Another one of the movies. Over here on this wall, this is I call it my retirement wall. I found this about, have you ever found someone you just knew you were meant for? I love that. And it's about Kleenex. It's a Kleenex moment. And of course, the movie Roman Holiday, Gregory Peck. And Audrey Hepburn. And over here, here's some more of it. You see all the pictures and things from that movie. My happy 40th birthday party from the gang back at the dealership. They gave me that. And then they gave me this, my happy retirement card. If you open it up, you'll see all their signatures. Let me open it up for you. There we go. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. All these people at the dealership came and signed my card. They all had something nice to say about me. As you can see, it's really great. Over here, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I have the collection of all the Spider-Man movies. Here's some more of the Spider-Man. I think this was Spider-Man 2, I believe. Here is Star Wars. Some of the episodes you can see. Here's episode 2, 3, and then the Star Wars Awakens. I have all of them. Big Ninja Turtles fan. Here's the bandanas at the Turtles. It came in one of my the movies of the Ninja Turtles. So I just hung them up. Here's another one. Julia Roberts is back in glorious comic form. This movie, I think it's my best friend's wedding. Here is a calendar back of February 2009. It's got a real pretty scene. Look at that. So that's on this wall. Now on the back wall, as you come in, you face the wall. This is what you see. Here's another one of my nieces. We're not quite sure which one that is. It's been too long ago. Here's a deal I brought out at Christmas time called Peace. Here's another picture of a baby. I have a lot of baby pictures. Here's my minister license, as you can see, Patrick Hall, minister of the gospel. Here's some things that I found. It's called 20 Family Positives. I had these things inside of my office as well where I worked at. Good job. You're wonderful. That was really great. Appreciate all the things you've done for me through the years. You can see them all right there. They're good things to have around and give you a good feeling. And then here's a blessing from my mom I gave to her. You can see that your love is a blessing. We have Mother's Day coming up. My mom's going to be with the Lord. All through my lifetime, your love has been there to help and to guide me to share and to care. As you can see that. Here's another blessing about home. You got to have blessings in your life. And so you find these things they're given to you. Bless our home. Oh Lord, we pray. Oh Lord, make this house a home. May love dwell deep within its walls. As you can see, here's one of our singing groups that's come around to our church from time to time called Sunlight. Here's a picture. There was a box, and Mr. Tommy Moore got everything out of it that he wanted from our old dealership, and so these pictures of cars and things was in it. So I saved them and I got them up on my wall. There's a Corvette. Here's my certificate of baptism, where I was baptized at Faith Missionary Baptist Church. Here's Sunday school recognitions. Me and another girl that was there, we held a record for not missing days of Sunday school. And so they gave us recognitions. Here's some little prints I think I got from Steve Harding, visiting him one day. He just gave them to me. I think we were talking about him, and I think he wanted to get rid of them. I said, I'll take them. So you see all these nice prints. Thank you, Steve. These were great. See all these nice prints, and I put them in pictures. I think we're in pictures already. Here's a young picture of Patch. Oh my goodness, that'll scare you to death. Here's the final. There was 4 of these little prints that were put together. When we were cowboy, I found this in that box, and so I saved it and I got it up on the wall. And then there's a license plate. One of the guys found it. We do dealer trades from other dealerships, and of course this is from Tyler. See the rose? Hall Chevrolet. So that would be great. So I got that on my wall. Here's Evadale Rockets from Uppers basketball. They were one of the teams that I coached. I had 4 boys and a girl one time, and then I flipped it around with 4 girls and a boy. And I think that was this one right here. And here's the stars and things that we give out to them. Here's the old Morris Moore at the old location out front there. That's before I came to work. This picture was in there, and so I grabbed it in that box as well. Here is Legacy 5, another singing group, Christian singing group. I found this. God made us a family, and I had it put into a frame. As you can see, we need one another. We love one another. Oh, storage space running out. Okay.